Hey everybody, Travis at Robb Family Farm here. Probably the next few videos, after I get the ones that I've already recorded put out, the next few ones, I'm going to try to make it a little shorter. Maybe I can get them out more consistently. So today, got a couple hours before we got to run, go to a wedding. But we got our pigs, if y'all have seen on our post about 2-3 weeks ago. We got 6 more pigs. And so we've been feeding them. They got their bulk feeder. Here, I'll show y'all. Got their bulk feeder set out. They're eating out of it. They're drinking out of the water. But we had one pig that was really little and wasn't gaining like the other ones are. You can see pretty big right there. They're gaining pretty good. 3 of them are. 2 of them are not. They're gaining. Not as bad as the one that wasn't gaining at all. It happened to actually pass. It died. So we got 2 more over here that are gaining, but not like the other 3. So what I've done is I've wormed them. This is the first time I've ever had to worm a set of pigs after I've bought them. Same person I've always bought my piglets from. So I went and got some of this Safeguard dewormer for swine. So what I did, I come out here this morning, I put some of their feed in there. And then got a few things I need to get done today before we do leave. First thing is I want to walk this electric, make sure there's nothing on it back through here. Then we get done with that. I went the other day and bought a 10 by 20 metal carport, kind of the same style as our barn is, except it's not square tubing, it's round and the bottom's curved. So what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to bring it back here to this back pasture where there's no shelter. I've got a pretty leveled out spot right down there about where that white toad is right there. So I'm going to set it up down here, and being that the bottom of it's curved, I'll show y'all when I start setting it up. I could drag it back and forth depending on which, because this, if y'all remember, this back here is it's got 2 sections that I rotate back and forth. So I'm fixing to move them to that side. So I'm gonna build the shelter and put it up over there. And then, which it may take me about a week to get it completely put back together. But then after they're done, because this side's done, grazed down, it's done. I've opened them up to the back section of that pasture over there. So what I'm gonna do is when they're done with that back section over there, I'm gonna take and rotate them to that side of it. And then when it's done, grass is pretty much done, but when they're done grazing that down, what they've got over there, I'm just gonna take out the divider line so they can go back and forth. It'll just be one big pasture back here until spring when I divide it up. But with that shelter, like I said, I'll be able to drag it back and forth depending on which side they're on. And that way they'll still have shelter. So right now I'm gonna walk this fence line, see if I can find anything on the electric, which I hear it popping, so right down there, so it's gotta be something on it. So we're gonna walk it, clean it off, then go start unloading this off of the trailer, the carport. Then I don't know what we're gonna do after that. I'll show y'all my mobile egg mobile, what I've got done on it. I've started working on it because we went and got some more chickens. So we've got about 104 now, layers. Not all of them laying. We've got them separated in the ones that should be old enough to lay and the ones that are not laying yet. So if I can get my egg mobile done in the next month, all the layers, the ones that are actively laying, will go into it, and it'll be put in the pasture, drug around. So let's go walk this fence line. And I've got the dog right here, so hopefully she don't touch the electric since it is on. And we're also going to start here in the next week or two. As y'all can see, this pasture right here, it's done. So I'm actually going to close them off over to there because they're on the back side of that. And then once they eat that down, I'll move this electric line back so they can get on that side. Got me a stick to get rid of these spider webs. I've tied it together. It's barking. The power comes from that way, where it hooks into the main line. So it might mean that there's ground this way. Also, here in about a month, pigs will be let out on all this. We'll start burning this brush pile. We're gonna start from that front pasture and work our way around and clean up all the brush and get everything that we've got cut down and piled up like this, cleaned up, burnt, whatever we gotta do. Next spring, this will all be ready to grow some good grass. And I've cleaned it all out. There's a stick on the line. Turn the electric off. Got an insulator broke right here. And get me one. Turn the electric off. Ah, don't touch that. Come on. We'll go up here and get us an insulator and I'll pick y'all back up. All right, we walked all the electric back there. Ain't nothing on it other than that one that was broken. Direct ground to that T-post. So now, after walking that pasture, it's ready to be drugged. So I got my drag right here. Y'all seen it before, and then what I did is just took this electric right here was hooked to that post. I just move it around, hook it to the gate. That way I could drive through and the animals don't bother me. So we'll get this drag. We'll drag all that manure, spread it out a little bit. Y'all seen that drag before and I like it. So we'll get up this hill and start dragging. Drag. It's a ant poison out. Yep. Ants took me over last year. This year I'm trying to kind of stay ahead of them. after that, get it done pretty easy. All right, got that back pasture drug. And then what I did was, these are all new chickens. These are the 2 runs that we added on. Some of them haven't even been out of here. They haven't been out in there because they can go in the coop and get out in the pasture. So what I did is I shoot them all inside there, close that door and shoot them all out. That way they run around out there. And they run around out there for about 30 minutes. And now they've all wandered back in, got in the shade. As you can see, I'm laying in the shade, drinking some water. And then I come over here and that carport I bought, I just assembled it real quick, see what it looked like. That's the frame, here's the roof. So, pretty good. I think the height is good. If anything, I may, which I don't know that I will, because I think I'm gonna bring the roofing down to about here instead of all the way down, closing it in. Just kind of here and up and over, and then down to about there. But the sidewall height is like right at my head. Only just a little bit of room, maybe 8 inches. So it's perfect. We won't be walking in it, hitting our head if we walk in here, as long as we don't walk through this part where the roofing's gonna come down and bring it down to here. So as long as we don't walk inside, we won't hit our heads. But that'll give the animals some room. Need a good little shelter. Like I said, it's got the curved, so it'll be easy to move. I don't know when we'll get it drugged to the back. I may do it tomorrow in between church. It may be Monday. BB season started, so there's no telling. But either way, it is 1:50. We got to leave here at 2:30, so I need to go in the house, take a shower, get dressed, go show a house, and then go to a wedding. So, got a few things I need to get done today. First thing is, took the buck back out of the doe pen, and he's being a pain. He's supposed to be, there's electric wire down there running across that. He's supposed to be on the other side of it. Keeps getting out, and it is hot. So what I'm gonna do is probably just put the electric down here at the bottom of the hill, see if it'll keep him separated, because he can't, when he was over there, he's really rambunctious right now. That brace wire right there, he would fight with it and fight with it and fight with it. But over here, there's hot wire on his side of the fence right there, so he can't get up on the fence. And I don't think he done his job. If he did, it ain't but 1 or 2 of the does, because 2 of them are flagging. Look like they're back in heat. They might be bred, but I doubt it. He's been in there since September, middle of August, I think, or September. Almost 3 months. This is middle of November. So if none of them come into heat or have a baby in the spring, he's gone. We're gonna get us a new buck. Well, we got a new little buck. This little Oreo here, a little black and white one. That's a buck. So I'm gonna get my electric wire, string it down at the bottom of the hill there. Otherwise, they just stay at the top of the hill and just wear it out. So get that done first. The next thing I gotta do, we lost a piglet. We lost a piglet to worms, I'm pretty sure. So I've been worming for about a week now, and they're starting to poop out the dead worms, so I think it's working. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and clean the pen. So I'm going to get the tractor and a bucket, put it right here, and I'm going to clean all the way over to the other side of the tree right here. Rake all the top layer of dirt off, scoop it out of the pen, and then I'll go do that side, because they'll stay away from me. They're friendly, but they won't stay up my butt. So I'm going to rake it from this side to this side, get all that top layer of dirt out, maybe all the worms, any of the eggs that they had or anything like that, get all that out of there, try to treat them. I would like to sometime today go through my bees before it gets too cold. Just check them, double check on them. And I'd also like to burn something, a brush pile. Probably the one up in that front pasture, or maybe the one right down here. I might start with this one right down here, depending on how windy it's going to be today. It's a little breezy now, but we'll see if it dies down later.
Drop the beat.
All right, next task for the day. I'm gonna roll this up, this 2-wire electric, and then for 2 reasons. One reason is we've got that new carport, that round tube carport that I bought off Marketplace. I'm gonna use for a shelter back here. I'm gonna put it back here. Ain't sure where, but it's round tube so I could drag it back and forth between each paddock, that paddock and this one. That's the first reason. The second reason is gonna burn all this winter. So what I'm gonna do is roll all that up and then go ahead and run it where it's ran right there, and then come straight across here to that T-post and then go that way. That way the animals can still get in here and over there while I'm working up there, and I don't have to mess with that electric. I'm gonna hopefully get all this cleared up and start clearing back that way a little more. But I want to get all this brush that I got burnt. So I got piles here, piles up there, piles there, pile there, pile over there, pile up there, small pile right there. I've got piles all in them, so I want to get all that stuff burnt this fall before I start clearing any more. Get all this burnt, and then next spring get some grass growing there. That'll give me some more grass, and I'm gonna slowly but surely clear some of this hill off right here. There's a lot of trash on this hillside. That's why I haven't let them. I don't know if you can see, there's a piece of metal right there. There's a lot of metal stuff right there. I still gotta get cleaned off, but I'm gonna wait till I get all the brush above it cleared off and get the tractor over here, or truck back here, and just throw it in the bed of the truck and haul it out of here. And then this whole side over here I want to clear off probably 10-20 feet into the woods. Really I'm going to cut this woods straight up through there and then clear this completely out, except for 1 or 2 hardwood trees. But that little carport I got, it's like 10 or 12 by 20. So I'll be able to either put it here in this flat spot and put it over there in that flat spot, just depending on where they're at. But I could drag it all around. I could drag it down there. It's round tube, it moves real easy. So we're gonna get this pulled down, get that drug back here, and then I can put it back up. All right, got that done. I'm walking back here. Let them out right now, but I may end up moving. Right there's kind of my hinge point. And so I'm hinge it from this side to that side, depending on which side of the paddock I lay on. But I might move it and let them back over there later this evening, because they've got that whole back section and there's grass over there. They're only at the gate right there because I'm back here, but not giving them hay yet. So as you can see, I got to run straight across there. That way all of this is blocked off and I can work up here. There's one thing I need to pick up while I'm down here. Some glass. You can see all this metal I've got strewn out around through here. So get all that cleaned up. But like I said, I want to get all these piles of brush burnt first. I can get my truck back here and just throw this metal in it. That's one of my winter projects I've got scheduled. There's some more right there. A bunch right in there. Then I'm going to bring that temporary fence once I get all this cleaned up and a lot of this junk chopped down. About every bit of this is getting chopped down. I'll bring that temporary electric up here and run it along here all the way back. And get these concrete sections picked up, I'm actually going to make a pile in each pasture, one in the front, one in that one in this one somewhere, one in that one. Just something for the goats. Something like that. The goats would love to climb on. It'll help with their hooves, keeping them filed down. So, either way, next thing we're going to do is move that carport y'all see right there. We're going to slide it back here to this back. Alright, now that we got that fence moved back there, let's see if we can get this drug back there. And it's just the frame of it, so I can collapse it a little bit to get to these tight places back there. So what I'm gonna do is tie a chain to the front here and use it so I can pull both sides at one time.
Drop the beat.
Alright everybody, we are gonna end this video here. I'm gonna sit here and watch this burn, keep an eye on it. Mainly because it's standing dead. I tried to cut it, as you can see right there, and it did not fall. Didn't pinch my saw, it just won't fall. So it's standing dead and it's caught fire up there, so now I've got to watch it. Because when it does fall, the grass is dry and it'll catch fire. So sit here and watch it, and when it slowly dies out, I'll better get over there and try to push it down. Once I get it down, it's fine, but till then I've got to sit here and watch it. So I'm gonna close this video out here. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all on the next one.